Basketball is a fast game and there are many wow moments in the hardwood. Here are the top 10 dunks in NBA history out of a long list. Number 15. Gerald Green's above the rim windmill. Gerald Green only appeared in 31 games for the New Jersey Nets in the 2011-2012 season, but he still produced one of the greatest in-game dunks in history. In transition, he snagged a pass from teammate Marshawn Brooks and leapt as high as he could to finish with a windmill dunk that nearly caused him to kiss the rim. This dunk thrilled everyone on Houston's bench. Here's how they responded. Number 14. Derrick Rose on Goran Dragic. Derrick Rose was one of the best and most explosive players in the NBA before suffering his first ACL injury, which occurred during his fourth season in the league in the 2011-2012 season. Rose was nearly impossible to defend against on a fast break, and he could leap out of the gym. He went up for a two-handed poster on Suns guard Goran Dragic on January the 22nd, 2010, during the Chicago Bulls game against the Phoenix Suns. One of the most thrilling dunks in NBA history, from the initial jump to the ball being placed behind his head to the hit on the floor. A Bulls commentator put a bow on this by saying, "You cannot be serious. I want to rise higher." It's a shame that before his career was ever altered, NBA fans would only get to see the former league MVP perform comparable acts for a little over another year. Number 13. Kobe Bryant to Shaquille O'Neal lob versus Portland. Though there are undoubtedly dunks on this list that are considered more amazing, there may not be any that are more famous. NBA fans may almost immediately imagine the situation when they read or hear Kobe Bryant to Shaquille O'Neal's lob. June the 4th, 2000. In the Western Conference Finals, the Portland Trail Blazers will play the Los Angeles Lakers. Kobe to Shaq, said Bob Costas on the call. Number 12. LeBron James posterizes Jason Terry. LeBron James' stint with the Miami Heat from 2010 to 2014 may be considered his athletic prime years. James's epic dunk over Jason Terry during their March 2013 game against the Boston Celtics is evidence of his superhuman athleticism. Terry was robbed of the ball by Dwayne Wade, who then gave it to Mario Chalmers, who gave it to Norris Cole for LeBron's poster. Number 11. Baron Davis on Andrei Kirilenko. An amazing slam that is comparable to Kobe's lob to Shaq in that it currently ranks higher than the actual dunk itself. The Golden State Warriors were not at all considered favorites to advance to the NBA playoffs during the 2006-2007 season. They barely made it into the playoffs as an 8 seed, competing head-to-head against the 1 seed Denver Nuggets. The We Believe Warriors, as Golden State's team was known, were led mostly by point man Baron Davis. Davis, who is 6'3" instead of the Nuggets' power forward Andrei Kirilenko, who is 6'9", delivered an impressive slam and posterized the big man to a thunderous cheer from the Bay. Riding the momentum of the poster, the Warriors went on to defeat the Nuggets and win the series. Number 10. Paul George 360 windmill. Paul George, a former small forward for the Indiana Pacers, is skilled at putting on a show at the basket. PG-13 is still one of the top dunkers in the NBA, despite not being as explosive as he was, say, on January the 18th, 2014. However, George was entering his peak at the time of this dunk and had just helped the Pacers become one of the top teams in the NBA. PJ chose the best time ever to electrify Indianapolis when they took against the Lob City Los Angeles Clippers, who featured famed dunker Blake Griffin. After that, the All-Star was able to get the ball on the fast break, and then by himself on one side of the court, he executed an incredible 360 windmill slam that is usually only seen in NBA slam contests. Number 9. His airness dunks over Patrick Ewing. Michael Jordan gave his close friend Patrick Ewing a tremendous dunk in Game 3 of the Chicago Bulls vs New York Knicks in April 1991. John Starks and Charles Oakley almost caught Jordan in the baseline, but he was able to spin past them and explode over the Knicks center to win the series. Number 8. The We Believe dunk of Davis. Although the Golden State Warriors' Cinderella run, during which they pulled off one of the NBA's first-round playoff upsets and were dubbed the We Believe Warriors, came to an end at the hands of the Utah Jazz in the second round of the NBA playoffs. Baron Davis's thunderous dunk over Andrei Kirilenko will forever be remembered as an all-time dunk. By driving past Deron Williams, elevating and catching Kirilenko in the poster slam, Davis capped Golden State's rout of the highest-seeded Utah in Game 3. Just have a listen to how the audience reacted when the strong dunk occurred. Number 7. Shawn Kemp's dunk and taunt. Who can forget the iconic dunk and taunt of Shawn Kemp over Alton Liston in the 1992 postseason? Kemp will always be remembered for this disrespectful jam over Lister when he received the ball from outside the paint, then after one dribble, he took off and directly went against Lister, who tried to commit a charge but was too late, as the Rain Man managed to leap over him for a powerful dunk. Then, the recognizable taunt of Kemp pointing over Lister is forever etched in every NBA fan's memory. Number 6. Scottie Pippen stamps Patrick Ewing. Do you want to see more offensive dunks? We also have another one from the 1994 playoffs when Scottie Pippen brutally abused Patrick Ewing after placing him in another Kodak moment. Pete Myers produced a flawless bounce pass to finish the play after spotting a cutting Pippen in the lane during a Bulls transition play. However, immediately following the play, the Chicago forward shoved and stepped over Ewing before instructing Spike Lee, a supporter of the New York Knicks, to sit down. Pippen received a technical foul as a result of the incident. Number 5. DeAndre Jordan slays the night. Now, a dunk so close to taking someone's life. DeAndre Jordan nearly killed Brandon Knight in March 2013 with a hard dunk at the Staples Center game. Jordan slipped towards the paint area after Jordan received an alley-oop pass from Chris Paul. Before being lifted by his teammates, Knight slammed the floor hard while attempting to recover and contest the dunk. After Jordan's outstanding performance, there were many vivid responses. Number 4. Dwayne Wade on Kendrick Perkins. The Miami Heat were playing in the first year of the Big Three era in 2010-2011, and they had a lot to prove. Dwayne Wade produced one of the greatest dunks anyone has ever seen while competing against a youthful and promising Oklahoma City Thunder, who were supported by Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. The mayor of Wade County completed this famous slam with a timeless taunt after executing a wicked spin move that left a two-handed poster on Thunder big man Kendrick Perkins. There isn't much else to say about this dunk. Go and watch it instead. Number 3. Shaquille O'Neal on Chris Dudley. Given that Shaq has previously made an appearance on this list, it is clear that he was almost unstoppable at his peak and a force to be reckoned with. He was not just one of basketball's greatest centers of all time, but he was also arguably one of its most entertaining. The Diesel's greatest and most contemptuous dunk of many greats came on March 28, 1999. Chris Dudley of the New York Knicks was the target of a strong two-handed dunk from O'Neal, who concluded it by swinging at Dudley and pushing him to the ground. Dudley, who was agitated, threw the ball towards the Lakers' big man as Shaq hurried to return to defense. Although Dudley was upset following the dunk, NBA fans are not reflecting on this brutal play. Number 2. Julius Erving rocks the baby. Basketball fans have never seen anything like Julius Erving's spectacular slam, which is considered to be the most famous dunk in NBA history, until that moment on January 5, 1983. Dr. J's dunk caused an uproar from Philadelphia 79ers supporters, but it's unlikely they knew at the time how historic this moment would become. Dr. J is one of the all-time greats, constantly entertaining NBA fans, but no dunk was larger or better than this one. It wouldn't be inaccurate to suggest that Irving's Rock the Baby slam served as a model for a larger number of subsequent flamboyant dunks. Number 1. Blake Griffin's 2 dunks over Pau Gasol. In his prime, Blake Griffin instilled great dread in his adversaries. His dunks rank among the biggest in NBA history. He wanted to get someone on a poster before the games. In the same game, Pau Gasol was a victim twice. He jumped behind Gasol when he was trying to rebound the ball for the first time and manhandled the rim. The second occasion saw a flawless pick and roll between Chris Paul and him. Griffin snatched a pass and dribbled past Gasol to score. That's all for today. Stay tuned for more. Goodbye.